Okay, boys, keep grinding. Keep getting that money. Let's work our way down to the southwest and see if we can't pick up a hunter or two. That's not worth fighting. There's no leader in that group. Go away, you sweaty nerds. Wolf Elbstadt. I just came from Elbstadt. Don't want to go back to the north. Follow the tracks, return the talisman, certainly. Like, doing these little one skulls is not worth it as far as the money is concerned. But I want all of the reputation with all of the various villages to be as high as possible. It's only one marksman and some raiders. I'm not even going to bother waiting till night time now. Cheers, lads. Oh, tasty. It does hurt their morale, yeah. 1, 2, 3, 4. But as long as you're visiting cities quite regularly, you tend to get the enjoyed their visit to village stat, and then it just gets their morale back up again. I mean, ideally, for the fact that I'm expecting to have permanent reserves, what I really should do is look to get guys who have an injury or some sort of trait that means that.
Woo! You know you did.
That means that they're happy to be in reserve, but that can be quite hard to find. I generally don't. I just don't find that the whole felt useless in reserve debuff hurts all that much. My thoughts were to still do one-skull missions with less men to still make the XP viable. Well, I mean, you've hit upon a point there with one of the things that I did in this campaign. I did a little bit wrong. We got to 12 brothers probably quicker than we should have. Between days 40 and 70, I'd say, we stagnated a bit. And it's just because we had 12 brothers and the XP was getting divided 12 ways. But now, you know, we're not feeling it that much because almost everybody on the front line is level 6 or 7, so. Is this guy a god? Kill him! And besides, on the subject of the whole brothers in reserve thing, it's just nice to have them in reserve, because then as soon as one of your frontline boys has an injury or is even just, you know, low on hit points, you just swap them out, give one of the lower level lads a fight or two. Let's whip this nerd. Oh, it hits the head, obviously. I'm loving the Warhammers. They've been super effective. And just wait until we turn all of these war picks into the one-handed Warhammers. I'm seriously starting to wonder about the necessity of having two-handed Warhammers. I mean, the two-handed Warhammers are just flat out better than the one-handed ones for damage output, but the two-handed ones do have their drawbacks with lack of defense and with quick hands not applying to shields anymore. Got to be a little bit more careful about when you move those lads forward. We are still looking for whips at all points, but whips can be so hard to find. And to be fair, we do need at least, well, we're going to need 2 stacks of throwing axes for each archer. I wonder if I shouldn't snatch these up. Oh, I can. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Where is this going? Raverstead. I really don't want to go that far north. Three skulls. Drive off brigands. Absolutely. It's not bad. F and a stellar helmet. Awesome. We'll pick this up after we do this mission. That'll be 1 Sele bought. 12 more to go after that. Now this could be quite a saucy fight. This is 3 skulls against brigands. This is unquestionably a nighttime fight for us. And Varwulf can sit this one out. See, Emmanuel at level 8. What does he get? Student, yep. Gifted, yep. Rotation, yep. Recover, yes. Weapon spec, yes. Nimble, yes. Colossus, if light armor. Gets him up to 75 hit points. Let's do that. Then it'll be Berserk. Then it'll be Reach Advantage. Then Indomitable and Killing Frenzy. What am I getting at 8? Colossus. Basically an extra 15 hit points, but for the remaining levels, let's try to pump more into hit points. Oh. He's a heavy armor user. Fuck! Why have I given him... Well, okay, he's not going to be heavy armor user then, he's going to be light armor user. Anyway, it just so happens that we are going to be buying some leather scale, which will do quite nicely for him after this mission. Level 6 torturer. Ooh, that's good. But he doesn't need... He needs defense is what he needs. Let's see here. Level 6. Fast adaptation. He really does need recover, but 92. He's going to get nimble the next level. Let's go ahead and give him cleaver mastery so that as soon as he hits 7 he can go to the front line. I marked him as heavy, but we're just going to have to change him into light armor usage now. I mean, as soon as I took Nimble, I ruined his leveling. I should have taken Battle Forged instead, and then instead of Colossus, I should have taken Brawny. But Paragon, I mean, there's one other person here who I've marked for heavy. Levitsmere, he's marked for heavy. Make sure I mustn't screw up his leveling. Only four fatigue less. No, it's 13 fatigue less. It's fine, he'll be safer wearing that. Well, technically no, you don't need heavy brothers. But heavy armor brothers just are wonderful in terms of how survivable they are. if you were fortunate enough, you might actually find yourself with a bunch of heavy guys up front, but it's quite uncommon. Finding enough of the heavy guys can be a problem. Should I take Varwolf into this nighttime fight? No. I mean, you can level up the light armor guys with nimble and lots of hit points to be quite survivable, but I still think in terms of ultimate survivability, you can't beat a guy in heavy plate mail. It is just the most survivable brother you're gonna get. Ooh. A couple of leaders. Let's make sure if we have any nets that they are equipped. And a bunch of throwing spears will actually be pretty damn good too. So that we can break through the shields. It's for exactly fights like this why I stockpiled these throwing spears. I don't like the expense of having to buy these throwing spears, but we don't have anyone. We don't have any guys with axe mastery, so we do need them to break shields. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, and they are coming towards us. Wonderful. That's not wonderful. That is very scary, and he's got such crap armor, so we'll just go ahead and murderate him as quick as we possibly can. Step up, boys. And not a lot of shields now, typically. How much armor damage does this do? It's actually not worth throwing it at these guys. It's a pity. Nice headshot. Oh, I actually hit him in the head. Unlucky. Oh, fuck. He's actually in range with that heavy brother. This lad is not worth netting, I don't think. And at least now with the net, this guy can't be rotated out. Ow. Fuck. Lads, you need to do some killing here. We're gonna get these guys off the field. Quick. Quick. Okay. Lad. You see there, that second shot there did not much hit points. If Verondox had quick hands and hammer as well as cleaver mastery, he could have hit the one shot with the hammer, ruined the guy's armor, quick hands to his cleaver, and that would have killed this dude. Oh, unlucky doggy. What? 77. Get murdered. Oh! 270s missed. See, like now, like Gungnir, attacking this dude with a pick is going to do so little. It's 20 to 35 times 2. So the more I think about it, if you're going to make the hammer guy a shield user, then it absolutely is worth it. Take double specking and weapon specialization. But it'll be a non-issue once I give him a two-handed warhammer to use. You motherfucker. Oh, thank goodness for that. Oh, that's good. See, cleavers, amazing. Well, this is awkward. Now Paragon is standing here with this throwing spear, no one to throw it at. I'll wait for the butcher to come into range. Oh, throwing net. No. Okay, that was worth it. That throwing spear. Well, Hefas, I've done part 1. Part 2, I'm probably going to record this week. Honestly, I wasn't happy with part 1. I feel like I rushed it and didn't do all the editing, but I mean, the editing is so hard because I've never done editing before, and it's such a drag to learn how to do it, but I must. Probably what I'll end up doing is I'm going to do all the parts to the guide, just in that like low quality version that I did with the first one. And then I'll probably take a few months to learn how to do video editing a bit better, and then I'll re-release them. Well, thanks that you think it was fine, but there were some comments that were perfectly reasonable, saying that, you know, if you look at all other guides on YouTube, there's, you know, it's a bit more professional, which I have to agree with. Anyway, I look at that guide and I think that wasn't my best work. I'm certainly not proud of it, and you know, you want to be proud of the stuff you do. But yeah, hopefully by the end of the week there'll be another guide out. Oh, come on, 87! We've missed a bunch of high percentage shots in this fight. Oh, down you go, big boy. Is he fleeing? He's fleeing. Don't you dare kill Animaru! Oh! Okay, this dude we are going to dagger down, definitely. Look at that fucking damage that did. Hang on, that was a butter knife, and he did 31 damage. So this is the real downside of these military picks. They don't have that much more damage than a friggin' butter knife does. But again, this is only an issue we're experiencing because my Warhammer guys are in that middle ground where they are doing nice damage with their one-handed picks, but they aren't yet skilled enough to be able to use the two-handed warhammers. And once you got a two-handed warhammer, then even though it's like the lowest base damage of all the two-handed weapons, it still does plenty damage to wreck just about anything. There we go, good stabbing, boys. See how their morale shatters. Charge, man! Charge! Get him. Oh shit! Sorry, Aegis. My bad. Down you go, sunshine. And that's another noble sword. I might have thought about stockpiling swords, especially if it's noble swords, for fighting like dire wolves and stuff, but we don't have the inventory space for it. I think I'll hang on to the noble swords though. Because if you're fighting huge groups of, let's say, zombies, then swords are the best weapon against them, I think. That. Indeed, for this type of fight, when you get a second leader, it's quite common that you have to fight off mercenaries. But we aren't that far away from the city, so if we can quickly get back to the city, and hopefully we won't have to fight for it again. We'll just check everybody's armor. This is the problem with having no stars in melee skill. You keep rolling ones. You rolled a 1, Russian. You make me sad. What do you need? I think you need recover. 2 cans would be nice, but swinging this cleaver is very exhausting. I mean, 9 fatigue, 2 doses 18. He recovers 15 every turn. Fuck it, pick up Berserk at this level, I think. We'll go Berserk and then we'll go back for recover. If I want to be defensive, I could pick up Colossus though. But his defense is not bad. Surprised I didn't have to use that many throwing spears. Normally when you fight those raiders, they have loads of shields. Oh yes. That fatigue, oh baby. The Varondox, let's go Hammer and Cleaver Mastery. And then at, like I said, 8 Cleaver Mastery, 9 Quick Hands, 10 Recover. Then at 11, I'll pick up Berserk, and then I think I decided at that point. Then I've got to decide between Killing Frenzy and Colossus. I think I'll not take Killing Frenzy. Colossus. He sure does Colossus. He does need Colossus. Thing is, he kind of also needs bags and belts for the extra fatigue because he's going to be carrying. Yeah, that affects his fatigue. Affects his fatigue. But 80 fatigue. I think for the remaining levels, I can probably We'll take melee skill. If he rolls a 1 on defense, we won't take that. Then we'll take hit points, we'll take fatigue, we'll take melee skill. I mean, as a torturer, he does need shield expert because he doesn't have a lot of defense. I think quick hands is mandatory if I'm going to have 2 weapon specs. Quick hands at 9. Quick hands and recover are mandatory. Quick hands at 9, cover at 10, and then I'm with only two perks left after that. I think we can skip bags and belts for him. He's got enough fatigue. I think it'll be Berserk and... Well, we'll decide. Once he hits level 11, if I've gotten him up to 70-ish, then we can skip Colossus. But if he rolls low on hit points for levels 9 and 10 and 11, we're going to have to take Colossus. Polearm user. I'm actually... These are not, you know, not great numbers for a polearm user, but for a monk, these are not that bad. I've seen worse, is what I'm saying, for a polearm lad. I mean, like, monk is certainly not like a serious background. Serious fighting background, but the thing is, just having a monk in your group is so useful. I think monk and historian are probably 2 of the more useful backgrounds. I'm leveling his melee defense because I'm expecting my polearm users are there for the biggest and the hardest undead fights, where having ranged fighters is typically kind of useless. So I'm expecting him at some point to have to rotate one of the frontline guys out of trouble. And then in the past, when I've had polearm guys that don't have melee skill, they rotate the guy out from the front to help them, but then they just get cut down immediately. So my polearm guy doesn't need ranged defense because he's almost never going to be in a fight where there are ranged fighters, because if I'm fighting against ranged fighters, then that's what all my archers are for, and they all have the ranged defense. So I take very much a horses for courses approach. Let's just check the numbers do. So 262 with the nasal helmet at 49%. 259, yeah, okay, it's a reduction. This nasal helmet is actually pretty good as far as the nimble numbers go. I mean, you obviously can't beat a Saleh helmet, but it's not dreadful. The footman's armor is pretty damn terrible, though. 190 for 24, that's not good. Really not good. 240, 249, 47, 3. And 200 for 12, for 13. I think that's probably better. Okay. Onward. Wait, hang on. We need to sort out the armor because we have to expect to get attacked again. 12. 4. That's the city we're going back to now. I wanted to complete this mission first to get it cheaper. Let's rush back home and hope we don't get hit by those mercenaries. There we go. Let's take a look at them. We might be able to beat them. 16 of these lads, and they look pretty spicy, so... Oh god, no, let's run away. Run away, man! super fucking annoying. I really wish that you wouldn't now fail the mission just because you didn't kill these dudes. I mean, do we drop the heads of the guys that we got just because we ran away from these guys? I mean, stupid. Now we got pierced neck, cut neck vein on that one lad. Fortunate. No, yeah, those dudes would have ruined us. Oh no, you don't fail the mission. Okay, awesome. Sweet. Okay. So either they made a change to that, or it's a percentage chance that if you flee from the mercenaries, because I've definitely had it before where in that situation where I fled after getting attacked by the mercenaries, I got the message fail notice afterwards. Nice, and now that's very nice and cheap. 1,200 and 850. Oh yeah, thanks Dolma. I think I saw your comment in the YouTube channel. So you had a guy who you said what was dumb or tough, and he actually beat the horse. I've never seen that before, I gotta say. Only dumb brothers. Ah, well surely if you get someone who's got the swift background, what do I call it? A trait. I'm surely someone who's swift would be able to beat it. Apparently it is possible. Yeah, so with a nasal helmet it's 262. With a Sele it goes up to 265. So it's an incremental change, but every little bit that we can squeeze out of it. And then eventually these closed mail coifs, we'll need them for our archers. Because 90 head armor without impeding vision is the best armor you can get. The text of the win is so much fun. Okay, cool. I'll hope that event pops up again. Now, as much as I wanted to go down southwest to go see if we can hire a hunter, we should actually head back to the major city and go offload our goods, but fuck it, we're so close, and I think there might even be a temple in that city. $3,000 is cheap for a warbow, but I don't have anyone to use it yet, so... A large group of screaming villagers, a melon thief, fornicating fruit, Tobit Schnickson, left spear tank, tar this fool. I've never actually tarred a guy before, I want to see what it does. Tobit nods, with pleasure. Out of the way peasantry, let a real man get some work done here. The sellsword picks up the pitch bucket and hurls it completely over the fruit fornicator. The man screams as the hot liquid sizzle and a rather potent odor wisps into a smoky air. You watch as Tobit Schnickson grabs a few naked chickens, not their feathers, just the chickens themselves, and starts beating the melon mugger with them like an angry frog swinging chain sensors. The tarred man hollers out, partly in pain, partly confused. Crowd, also confused, reluctantly cheers. When he's finished, Tobit drops the chickens, which are but a slop of dropping meat and tar at this point, wipes his forehead. Hell yeah, sir. Why did we choose Tobit for that? He's a cultist or a Spartan? Interesting. And how close are we to... Oh, not that far, eh? We've made like 200 renown in the last couple of days. Fuck. What do we have here? Oh god, another poacher. settle. Is that one of our villages? It is. But then this is going to mean fighting our way through all those goblins, which I have no intention of doing. Oof, these are good prices. It's offload here. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 7. And what will we keep? We'll keep a heavy and a light set of armor. I need the increased inventory space event. I'm actually tempted to pick up these warbows now, but no, let's just keep hitting the cities that have armories and weaponsmiths. Come on, give me a whip. Nope. Technically, I could pick up a bullhook for my polearm users, but a bullhook is a fairly common weapon. Let's do this mission and then that price should come down. Right, how many 2 square weapons do we have? We need 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. That's all we need. So now we are set up to take down Alp quickly and easily. For a second there I was going to say, oh, what are we going to do with all of this cash, but you can never have too much cash. One thing I do wish that there would be, though, is interest on money saved. Dire wolves. Quick armor check. Like the stream died. Twitch shitting its pants again. It did the same thing last night. It is fine on my end. Oh well. Tobit Nixon is back. Against direwolves, though, it's throwing weapons is what you want. They hit your front lines so quick and so hard. Warhammers aren't going to, or these picks, I should say, aren't going to do very much. Better off with a spear, frankly. Kill him! Almost tempting to get a whip out and whip these nerds, but no. Hold the line, boys. These wolves are very much not to be fucked with. Cleavers are amazing. Nice. Well fought, men. Just about to say that we are turning into a company of badasses here.
Remind yourself that overconfidence is a slow and insidious killer.
Don't ever feel confident, it just gets people killed. Level 6 Bannerman, Polearm, I need recover. Warhammer user, heavy Warhammer user, mustn't forget that he's a heavy. Hammer. Got brawny. Yeah, free up a bunch of fatigue. A victory! Perhaps a turning point. So I love the way that Wayne June delivers all those lines, like glittering gold, trinkets and baubles, paid for in blood. I would love him to read some audiobooks. I could listen to that dude all day. Paid for in blood, trinkets and baubles. Nice, we got 3 military cleavers. We got our hands on another battle whip as well, so I think we are up to a total of 3 battle whips. Good. So with our 3 battle whips now, we can, with reasonable confidence, take on groups of undead that have ghosts in them. Indeed, all 4 of the Warhammer users are going to need to have underdog. So if I look at my build, my build actually isn't right for 2-handed Warhammer users. If we look at Gungnir, student, gifted, rotation, recover, weapon spec, battle forged. Now he's light armor, so he'll take nimble. And then Colossus at 8. If I want to, he's already got underdog, so I'm gonna have to skip Colossus. Which sucks, he needs Colossus, but I mean he's gonna get up to level 20 and beyond, so I'm just gonna have to hope that I'll keep him alive long enough to just keep pouring single-digit points into his hit points. Not ideal, but it'll have to work. I mean, you always have to make compromises somewhere when you're leveling brothers. It's a question of where. Cat potion I don't particularly need. I don't have any lads who are dependent on their initiative. Look at that, 168 gold for tools. I don't think so, no. I don't think you can remove the broken bones trait. Fragile. Let's check the wiki real quick. Traits. What's that called? Fragile. Minus 10 hit points, no description. So I don't think you can't remove it. Yeah, he would have 74 if it wasn't for fragile, which is a pity. I think they can be removed from that strange liquid you get from that tree. I think I've seen something about that. It's like a miraculous healing potion type thing. My concern is I've got two guys that have fragile. Both of my starting caravan hands were fragile. No, the one was a dastard. But I'm pretty sure I have a second fragile lad, though. Hopefully wrong about that, because fragile is a terrible one. Hang on, Shoba, I'll allow you. So, wait, hang on. Allow. Oh no, it's permit. It's not. It's permit. Unrecognized command. Is there a mod in chat? Okay, I'm not sure what the command is. Anyway, so carrying the cavern without the donkey. Oh. I've no idea what that means. Carrying the cavern without the donkey. Ooh, is it? Let's go check the armor at Felstein again. Carrying the caravan without the donkey. Don't know what that means. Ooh, oh nice. I wish this could have paid more. We'll just Indiana Jones this. We'll let the lads who felt useless go in and fetch this for us. A crypt cleaver. Ooh. No, I'll just take the fetish. Because I'm sorry though, I don't know what the fuck you're talking about. Are you making a joke? You're being serious? Because if you're being serious, I don't understand. No lo comprende. 15 and 16. Polom and Polom. If so, that was a crypt cleaver, which is the two-handed cleaver, which is kind of nice for my torturers to have when we're fighting big hordes of fuck off greenskin, big hordes of zombies because of its damage. But if that was a war scythe, I would have gone for the war scythe. getting a war scythe on each of my 2 polearm users is big for us. Fuck off, greenskins. Many berserkers, that is terrifying. Come on, should we be getting close to professional? 920. Dunenberg to the east. That's actually, let's do that. We may well have to fight here. So hold on the ground. No. Oh, good. I thought you were being serious. I'm like, what event are you talking about where the caravan hands have to carry the donkey? I'm like, what the fuck is this dude talking about? I've only had half a whiskey. I thought, like, what's happened to my brain? I got a good brain. I got the best brain. So good I could be president of America. I got all the best brain. Everyone knows that. Everyone says that. Oh, look at these cheap tools. Another military cleaver, but I don't even need. I've got all 3 military cleavers that I need. Look at that, Sir Conrad's open cello. I'm amazed at how much progress we've made so quickly. 140 for 16. And that is 130 for 14. I've already got 2 of the 3 closed mail coifs that I need for my backup archers. We just got to find these fucking archers now. We have more than enough throwing spears in reserve. Mail patches? I don't think I want mail patches. So this is a fight against. I got the one Sane. I did. This is a fight against a witch. I need some time to think about this. I don't know how many witches we're going to be up against, but we are going to have 3 guys with whips. So if any of our brothers get mind controlled, we can just disarm them, or try to disarm them at least. That is. I think for this fight, Paragon can come to the front line. Here it is. One of many. We're going to need at least another 11 of them. Okay, Coleman, you are going to drink the Lionheart potion in this fight. I want to take on this fight against this witch. It's a nice payday. It's 1200. We do have some ability to potentially disarm if any of the brothers get mind controlled. No, not yet. The only barbarian legendary I've ever actually seen is the one used by that monster in the ice cave. And it looks amazing. It looks like a legendary 2-handed cleaver. $264 for 20. That's not even that great. A full closed helm is 300 for 20. So when it comes to light armor with guys that have nimble, I find that leather scale with that kind of upgrade is pretty good. I especially like the Dire Wolf edition because it doesn't add to the fatigue requirement. let's take a look at the setup here. We've got... I wonder if it's going to be a nighttime fight. Let's just save, because we know that this is potentially a difficult fight. And I have said before, this is a save scum campaign. Whiskey and Battle Brothers, what a fine combination. Wait, this will be a nighttime fight, so Warwolf, sit this one out, and Ikari will come in. Stay focused, boys. Here we go. Wait, it is a daytime fight. Okay. It's Tullamore Dew. It's a cheap whiskey, but I very much like Tullamore Dew because of the cheap whiskies. It's one of the tastier ones, I think. I'm very much not a believer in spending huge money on a whiskey. I think if you like it, if it's tasty, just enjoy it. What's the play here? Wait. Okay, so extra resolve, which is now going to increase everybody's resolve by that extra amount. Hopefully now we'll be in a better position to be able to resist mind control attempts. I don't see how I'm going to be able to go past these walls. I'm going to have to go through them. 264 for 13, but okay, that's pretty fucking good. In that case, that's amazing. Ow! Russian punched us. Forward. Bolter, just hide behind the bush and hurl obscenities. Yeah, get resisted. Gungnir, Warhammer resisted being charmed thanks to his resolve. Get resisted, you hooer. Die! And interestingly, he chose to punch rather than switching weapons. A little surprising. I need to pull the Tobit Slogans out of there. Get resisted! Eat shit, you hex bitch! No, I've never been traumatized by fighting Hexen. I don't know what you guys mean. Fucking 16%. Get one shot. Nope. We do just need to be a little bit careful to keep everybody within 4 squares of our bannerman. Oh wait, she's bound. Bound to Verondox. And, well, he only had a whip out anyway. He wouldn't have been that dangerous, but still. The only downside is I didn't bring any wooden sticks or maces with me, so I'm not going to be able to stun her. So she's going to be able to do her hex and bullshit every turn. That was the one thing I screwed up in this fight. I didn't give anybody a blunt weapon. The fact that that shit doesn't have a cooldown is what annoys me the most. At least Manuel can't attack full Mac without killing the Hexen, so I don't think he will attack Hexen. Oh! Get dodged. Oh, come on, can someone fucking... Wait, did that potion wore off, I think? It only lasted for those few turns. That explains it. Okay, is she soul bound to anyone? She is not. Yay! Well fought, boys. And mysterious herbs and black marsh stew. Okay, that wasn't so bad, but it is good to know that we can, within reason, we can fight Hexen, and we just don't want to, like, I mean, that was only one Hexen, and that was pretty tricky. So it is worth remaining respectful of the Hexen, though. Them bitches be tricky. $296, bought for $250. We can do better than that. We really need the improved inventory size. Has no one got space for these nets? Yeah, looks like the front lines are all messed up here now. Verondox. Paragon. Yeah, you need to go to the back line for the moment, Paragon. Hammer, cleaver, hammer, spear, hammer, cleaver, sword. 8 archer. I think I'm going to take the range defense. And we said we were going to get bow mastery and bullseye. We must be getting close with the renown. Deliver to Gersted, 3 days to the north. We can certainly do that. Just escort to Buckhorn, a day to the west. I'll rather do that. It's easier. Anyone below level 7, you can get some training on. Although that's a touch expensive right now, but it'll do. That is 17 orc young. Oof. It is doable, but not easy. Shit, it's gonna be a lot of orc young. I probably should have gone full spear wall against them. I definitely should have gone full spear wall. We move forward. Let's move forward. At least if we move forward, we can limit the amount of them that come crashing into us. 39, I'll probably stream for another half an hour. Damn it. Love it, orcs. I think all-out offense is the way to go in this fight. Kill these green nerds quick as we can. Jesus, Gungnir is already down to 52 armor. Sorry, little caravan hand, but you need to go toe-to-toe with that orc young. Shit, I'm worried about Gungnir. Fuck. Good blocking, my man. Good blocking. Yes. Stand firm, Onimaru. Be brave, my lad. Jet. Yes. One thing that's great about the orcs is you can pretty reliably shatter their morale. Really worried about Gungnir now. That dude with his cleaver needs to miss. If he hits, we got problems. Oh, die. Nice! Riposte, full mech. Gungnir, you need a shield, my man. You need to bandage yourself right now. Ooh, that was a big hit. That was an important hit, Paragon. This is close, this is scary. Could just go to a whip here with Verondox. Get in there. Cleave. Oh fuck, that one hasn't broken. Shit. Oh, whew. Yes, slaughter! Slaughter these green fucks. Polearm mastery with the ability to move 2 squares and still be able to attack is so useful. Good dog. Whew, well fought, boys. That was fucking tense. We almost got fucking wrecked in that fight. Well done to Gungnir for holding the flank. It was fucking scary for a bit. Alright, no more attacks this mission, please. It was nice XP there. None of the lads are leveled though, but I mean, the average level on the front now is 6. Some of the guys are 7 or 8, so just starting to get there. When you're going to see this lineup really starting to shine is once our 4 Warhammer lads are level 11 and able to use two-handed Warhammers. Then it's going to be a totally different group of lads. This will be raiding parties of greenskins, and that's going to be scary. No, I didn't bother with that mod. Second wind potion is very nice, so let's make that. And I think we can probably give it to one of our more accurate lads, like Emmanuel and Gungnir. But they can use that once they have the two-handed Warhammers, because swinging the Warhammer in a big arc is quite exhausting. Another whip by any chance? Nope. Oh wait, what was that? I didn't even read what that mission was. Fend from raiding part. Ah, fuck's sakes. Fine. I meant to click. Give me some more time to think. Worst case now, it'll be a bunch of goblins with archers. In that case, I'll just turn the mission down and run away. This is not the time for you lads to be brawling, you dickheads. We must be close now to professional, almost. Need another 100 renown. I would think 3 or 4 more missions and we should have professional renown. Oh, perfect. First settle just happens to be here. Oh, fuck me without. That's not too bad. It's just a few orc younglings and a few orc warriors. Now we're going to see these warhammers really shine against the orc warriors. The nice thing is both of my archers have fancy feet, so they don't need to be that concerned about the orc warriors. Horrible starting location, but doesn't matter. These lads don't have any melee weapons, ranged weapons, excuse me. Ah, that's a problem. I didn't give these lads shields. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. This was a 2, I think. No, it was a 1. It was a 1. It shouldn't be that bad at all. Although I've not done myself any favors by forgetting to equip shields on those boys. Oh, nice headshot. Actually, no, I shouldn't be there. I can't attack in those squares from up there. It should be only 2 fights, yeah. I don't think I've ever had a defend from raiding parties mission that was only 1 fight. Yes, Potion of Oblivion, which is, if I remember correctly, it's one of every crafting ingredient in the game, including the Kraken tentacle, so you have to do the Kraken. What? Fuck, Varwolf. 268s. But at that range, I really should have switched to throwing weapons. That's my fault. Oh, close. It's not impossible, but I'd be very surprised if a 1 skull was 3 fights. It's going to be interesting to see what kind of work our hammers are going to do against these orc warriors. I need to remember to use destroy armor, not the usual attack. What is the percentage chance? 59. No, just normal attack. No, God, these military cleavers are amazing. Got a shield wall up. Let's try double destroy armor. Fuck's sakes. Right, Warhammer lads, get over there. Support Lavitsmere. He's there by himself against these two orc warriors like, lads? Anybody? No, running away, eh? Don't blame you. Green skin coward. Wait, how'd that hurt him? That's not... What? Only a 1 level height change. Knocks back Levitsmere. His Warhammer... His harness is done for 10 damage. Okay. Maybe in that case the knockback skill actually does damage where it normally doesn't. Haven't seen that before. Also kind of didn't consider how effective the big warhammers would be in ruining their morale. It's because you're getting through that you're getting through their armor every hit, and these things have very low morale. So even I think a lot of times against these orc warriors, even before we strip away all the armor, their morale will break. Long story short, those warhammers are amazing. Tobit Schnicksen. Fulmac and Schnicksen actually need really to get replaced now. I mean, they're totally fine as tanks, but tanks are not what I need right now. $78 at 9, not great. What does he need? Should I just go shield expert just to hold down that flank? I think so. $61 at level 9, that's pretty damn good. I think the highest stuff. Actually, this is one of the highest I've seen. In the 13th Legion, we had one guy who got up to 79 melee defense, but that was when he was confident, so he had 70 base melee defense. But this is 61 at level 9, and it's not even a legendary heater, so he might get up to like 80 or 85 melee defense. As much as I want to retire my tanks, I'm going to keep them around. They are super, super useful. Until we, for like the first 300 days, those tanks are just so good at holding down a flank. Close. We're very close. Oh, fuck off. How's our armor looking? It's not looking great. That dude needs to miss his shot. That's going to be important for us. Ration doesn't have great armor. I love that. One hit, half his armor gone. Well, I've got to get into the habit of using destroy armor. I'm just using the normal attack there. Get wrecked. Moving forward here is not the play for Ration. feels quite nice seeing the synergy between the Warhammer guys wrecking away their armor in like 1 or 2 hits, and then your spear and your cleaver lads just clean them up. Oh, how does that miss? Here's the frustrating part where I don't have any axes though. So without the axes, it can be tiresome to get through their shield walls, but that's what fast adaptation is for. With enough swings of fast adaptation, you just get over the defense bonus of the shields. Shot. Actually, I don't mind this fight happening. I really want to get my hands on that dude's armor. That'll be another set of leather armor for us. It's always welcome. Ow. Get him! Shot. I think this is it. Fight should be pretty much done. These marksmen are running. Good. I do wish there was a shortcut key to switch between primary and secondary weapon. That sounds like a mod that would be very useful if it existed. Down you go, big boy. And that's another heater shield. Excellent. And another leather scale. 2 more boar spears. Excellent. Excellent, yes. We've got leather scale all the way up front, but this is 130 for 12. That's 140 for 16. Until I can put a wolf armor upgrade on this leather scale, it's actually not worth it. Nice, I'm loving these +3s on the Warhammer. That +2 on fatigue hurts though, that sucks. Warhammer Mastery, level 6, take Hammer Mastery. And at level 7 he can go front line. This is good. So Paragon and Aegis are quite close to hitting level 7. As soon as they're level 7, they'll go to the front line. Bulmac and Tobert will go to reserve duty. We can then move forward Ikri and MK2. We are in a very good spot. Shields, shields. Daggers, daggers. And to think, we just need 2 more A-class top-notch hunters. We have all the lads we need. Yep. Oh, that's cheap. Thanks, guys. You know, I've only had to save scum once or twice. I'd like to think that I'm reasonably good at the game, and I know what I'm getting myself into with the fight. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 before I go into it. So I think one of the biggest parts of the game is just knowing. I mean, like once you get experience, you kind of know how a fight's going to play out before it even goes down. I didn't hire this nerd. Get out of here, Hakon. Hit the road, yet. Your fucking wonky bow. Take your wonky bow with you. Piece of shite. There it is. Here's our company crest. Gotta think. I think red and yellow or plain red will go well for helmets. Yeah, that'll do. Okay, an hour and a half. That's it for the second session. I'm quite tired, actually. Whew. I don't need the large scale. Who am I holding the nasal helmet and footman's armor for? We've only got one lad who's wearing heavy armor. It's Levitsmere, and he's got superior armor. So honestly, I can just get rid of the stuff. The footman's armor is junk. Light armor, light, heavy, light. Everyone's wearing light armor. Just as is so often the case with so many Battle Brothers campaigns, it's a quest for hunters. What's up, Duckios? You're here just in time to see me finish. Really, dudes? You're gonna make us kill you? Come on. Okay, 2 tier 2 crossbows, and we don't have kite shields. I think we're in for a very interesting Blood Bowl season. I like the fact that we've got a couple of Elven teams in. Yeah, but it's round 1. I mean, it's quite normal for there to be so few re-rolls at round 1. I've only got 2, but then again with high elves, I really shouldn't need more than 3. I'm going to get my 3 re-rolls and probably stay there. Oh, you bastard. Okay, I didn't even realize there's 2 pikes on the field. That's actually a little scary. But if we can get both of those pikes, it'll be wonderful. Never have too many pikes in storage. Ooh. trouble brewing there. Shot. Oh, he's stunned. Fuck. Come on. That's... Shit. Manual. Damn it. I hate to save scum. But we said we were going to in this campaign. I'll tell you the second one. It was that was just Emmanuel getting stunned there on that second turn, and then the third turn he had 3 lads just wailing on him. Right, let's have this go a bit better this time. Good shot. Yes! Well struck, full neck. Ooh. That was interesting. That was the thrown spear which hit the body. I always thought when you throw that throwing spear at someone who has a shield, it'll always hit the shield. But apparently there's an alternate attack that can hit the body rather than the shield by choice. Why do they keep fucking picking on Emmanuel the whole time? He must have the lowest melee defense. Rip. Always attack Emmanuel. I need to look at. There's something about him that they just. He must have the lowest EHP. Maybe it's his brittle bones that makes them target him. There you go. This is the way this fight was supposed to go down. Manuel's the dog. He's got 34 melee defense, which isn't terrible. Maybe it's he's got the most threatening weapon, and they look at that weapon and they're like, no, fuck that, kill him. You piece of human garbage. Prepare to get cleavered. Now, what's the bet that Emmanuel walks up there and just gets daggered to death? You are not going anywhere, sunshine. Oh, rip. Good boy, Brock. Who's a good dog? Brock's a good dog. Double kill for Brock. Badass dog. What do I not need here? Worth 400. 100. Mushrooms are about to turn, so we'll get rid of those. Don't need no. Now, can we please not get attacked again? I really don't want to have to fight now. 2 and 2, level 9 archer. Let's go bow mastery. I'm gonna save it there. I'm gonna call it there. I'm knackered. 2 good sessions for tonight.